up, Gunners Collective? This is the late night tip. Fucking with the gun one time for your mentality. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. You heard it on the intro, one time for your mind. As you can tell by that thumbnail, I thought I'd drop a late night creep, one time for your mind. Hey, you want to get socked out, homie? You want to get punched out? You want to crush? Is this Vato playing with the streets just a little too much? Now, I'm not a hater. Go out and get your fucking feria. Go out and get your paper by any means necessary. But at the same time, you need to understand that when you're out there in the real streets, LA, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, stand up, orale, Atlanta, so on and so forth and so on, you need to understand that you're playing with some real motherfuckers on the streets. Now, I know half of the stuff this guy does are skits. You know, a lot of it is all played out to the enjoyment of the people, so that way he can put out some fucking content that makes you go, ooh, and ah, and orale, right? And I love it. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm transfixed on what this guy's got going on as far as his content. I think it's masterful in the way that he's doing it. I think it was a great idea. So I wish I would have thought of the shit first, right? But at the same time, I look at some of these precarious situations that he's putting himself into, and I say, is he doing too much on the streets? Right? I know this. If you're in Los, let's just take LA for instance, just because the wind blows that way, especially lately, right? If you're out there mean mugging people, throwing up gang signs, hitting people up, running up on people, I would wonder what this guy's outtakes look like. I would love to see how many different situations he's found himself in that didn't make the cut. You feel me? Because in real life, there's a lot of people that ain't gonna say shit. They're just gonna pop. You know, I've seen a lot of these different shorts that he's put out where people are unzipping shit, pulling shit out, con un pinche filero. I seen a machete. I seen a fucking kendo stick. I seen all kinds of different things. And I said to myself, man, that was a close one. I seen him about to get socked out already. A couple, do you want to get socked out? How about you, bitch? Right? Boom, he gets socked out. Hey, no, you're on video. You're on camera. Who gives a fuck if you're on camera? When it's to that point, people don't care. I think he's a little aggressive in his approach. But at the same time, it is entertainment. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to see what we watch? You know, and for those of you that don't know, man, watch YouTube Shorts. He pops up. I don't know the guy's channel, man. I wish I did so I could promote it for him. But at the same time, man, it's very enjoyable. I just want to know from the viewers out there, do you think this man's playing it too close to the streets? Do you think this man's doing a little too much? Because, you know, people have got killed and got hurt for a lot less. I know this. If I'm going into barrio homes, I'm in, I'm out. I'm In-N-Out Burger. Give me the 4x4 animal stack that shit, monkey style, and I'm gone, bitch, right? Because at the same time, Holmes, I don't want no repercussions for not a lot of action, right? I just want to get the fuck in and get out. Say, hey, damn, she's back. Can I get a mama? Right? And then I'm out. Arby's. Orale. I like Arby's better anyways. 2 for $6. Blonde and brunette. Green and blue eyes. And I'm gone, right? This guy, he's got balls. You know what I mean? He's got balls for some of the things he does, some of the antics. It's comedy. It's righteous comedy. But at the same time, you need to understand that at the end of the day, motherfuckers don't play. Especially in a city like Los Angeles as well as Chicago. Now, I know this guy approaches people, I'm sure, and says, hey, we're going to do this skit. Are you down? Orale, YouTube, boom, boop, 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 boop. And a lot of people are down with it. But some of these are believable, meaning that some of these are organic and authentic. It looks like he's really approaching people on the streets. Now, like I said, I've seen people get hurt for a lot less. You know, if you would have came into my barrio talking about you want to get socked up, you were going to get choked out immediately, right? Mazi, immediately, right? Indubitably. You're going to get fucking choked out. They're going to hit you with the Ravishing Rick Rude Holmes and then push, period. In other words, you know, you have to watch what you say in certain areas. Now, I've seen the one with Swifty Blue and several other people from YouTube as well as Instagram, and we know those are all skits. Those are all pre-performed. As gay, who the fuck would pull out Wyatt Earp's gun and do all that, right? You have to be able also to even have one of those things. But at the same time, we know that stuff like that is just to gain clout and for the views. And that's understandable. When you got someone who's a little bit popular, who's buzzing cousin, of course you approach them with, hey, I got a business proposition. Help me to help you to help you to help me, right? And so on and so forth. And of course, it's going to get you views. It's going to grab attention. Now, you know, in that instance, no one's getting hurt. Ain't no one doing nothing, right? For one thing, the Vato's fucking, he made the whole bag, right? And this other Vato looks like a baboso for pulling a cueta out in front of everybody, letting everybody know. But he don't have to worry. See, he's not an ex-con in possession because he's never been an ex-con. Orale, Swifty. So we already know what time it is with that. Now, as far as other people on the streets, some of these authentic approaches, you know, they trip me out. You know, they trip me out because Me being from the streets, being from the ghetto homes, being from the barrio, and growing up the way that I did, a lot of this stuff is highly questionable. You know, there's no way in certain areas people are going to allow you to even be on the block unnoticed. I knew for sure in my barrio, one way in, one way out. If you came in, Holmes, and you didn't look like someone we knew or the familia of someone that we knew, you were going to be approached fast. You weren't going to get a chance to walk up talking about, hey, Holmes, this is my spot. Oh, no, bitch, this is my spot, right? And bad things were going to happen to you. They're about to get medieval on his ass, right? And that's just period. And I'm sure this goes for a lot of the other barrios. You know, at the same time, like I said, for me as a viewer and for you as a viewer, it's all enjoyment. It's entertainment at the end of the day. And I know this guy means no harm. And I mean him no harm. I don't hate on this man's channel. I think this guy right here, like I said, he hit the jackpot on their punk asses, right? He's really doing something that's very entertaining. But it's dangerous. You know, it's dangerous, and the streets talk, and I've heard a lot of different people, they're like, yeah, have you seen the vato? Because he's trending. I said, yeah, I checked that on him. They're like, hey, the vato's crazy, vato. He's going to fuck around and get his whole shit snapped. Orale, Michael Myers style. I said, no, Charlie Holmes, Miguel Myers style. You know, people are going to do bad things to him. And I'm sure he has a lot, like I said, outtakes of things that have already happened. Now, there's been a couple cuetes pulled. Like I said, there have been a couple vatos that got him in the camel clutch. There's been a couple vatos that bear hugged them, right? To what degree of bear hug and to what slipped in, I can't call it like an alcoholic. But one thing I do know is his eyes went crossed and he was like, oh. And they said, oh, you want a crush? You know, what happens if this man goes up to someone like, hey, you got a crush on me? And he's like, I do, bitch, come here, right? Does he just go with it or does he say, no, you're on camera? And the guy's like, oh, I like cameras. Or did he go to a pinchy movie, right? Shit can get ugly fast. You know, I don't know which way he swings on the pendulum, but if he meets the wrong guy, Holmes, someone's swinging that night. And that's just the way it is. You know, con un pinchy ropes and all kinds of weird shit. Now, this individual, like I said, is an entertainer. He's an entertainer at the highest level because it seems like every time he's out there on the calles, and he's not out there, you know, I don't know if he's in Beverly Hills or if he fucking got it planned out, you got certain spots. Like I said, it could all be a production. It could all be fake it to make it. But at the same time, a lot of it looks real to me and it looks organic. Meaning that you know, they're really doing that shit. Shit could happen. Shit could go sideways fast. And I would hate to see this young man lose his life over something as simple as trying to play a joke. You know, some people don't joke like that. Some people don't play. You know, I see plenty of times there's a tweaker. He's going by on a bike. The vato's like, hey, what you looking at? The vato's like, what is it? Drop that bike quick. Pulled out a machete. He was swinging. People are not in the right state of mind. You cannot just approach people, especially nowadays in the world we live in any type of aggressive manner, because what's going to happen, Holmes, is bad stuff. This is the real stuff. Yeah, no, ain't no kiddie stuff here. You're not going to eat it like Bob did and Rosie, right? Or there's going to be some action tonight, right? And I guarantee you, one of these days, man, this guy's going to feel the repercussions for his actions, and it's going to be upsetting to those of us that actually watch this guy for entertainment. You know, the streets are bad. Right now, people are getting killed in LA every day. Okay? We already know what Chirac does. That's different. Bombs over Baghdad, that's it, right? We already know about Atlanta over there. It's hot, it's sticky, bitches got big asses, and fools will peel your capwards backwards, right? We know Detroit, there ain't shit there but rubble and a whole bunch of autos with stubble and guns. Bang, bang. It's crazy, right? Houston, Texas, all that. Tango, if you ain't blasting, you ain't lasting, right? We already know about all these different areas. And at the same time, someone who's merely just trying to get views, not clout, just views, and maybe get a bag, and maybe get popularized, is really taking the initiative to go out there in these hoods and these barrios and make a name for himself. Now, for the most part, a lot of people are like, oh, God, man, I'm on command style. You can't play with me like that. Here, let me put the motherfucking AK back away, right? But there is going to be a situation where he finds himself on the short end of a long stick, right? And it's going to be a difficult situation to get out of. Because like I said, just because you said, nah, homie, it's a joke, you're on camera. Like I said, some people don't joke, and they don't want to be seen on camera. You know, and that's just righteously talking. Now, growing up in the calles, growing up out there in the mean streets of the Central Valle, Califas, you know, I know it's not as rough as Los Homes. I know it's not as rough as Chicago or Detroit or, like I said, any of these other cities. But at the same time, Homes, rough is rough. It's both spelled with the capital R, S-A, you know what I mean? So no matter what situation you're in, Homes, shit could get ugly. And it could all end the same way. I know if a vato came and approached me, telling me I got a crush on you, I'm going to grab him by his motherfucking nose. I was going to hit him with one of those, right? Like, what you just say to me, right? And it's going to be bad. Then I'm going to go call a Chirua, a real one, the homeboy's brother, and be like, hey, he wants to fuck. He said, handle it. Lacra. Right? There you go. Boom. He's going to be like, no, that was just a joke. There's a camera. I'm going to be like, yeah, but this ain't no joke. And guess what? There are still cameras. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Handle your business. That's what you want. Te la comes, right? And that's it. Do your thing. Now, at the same time, Holmes, what you need to understand is that when this guy's just trying to entertain and he's just trying to bring some excitement and some smiles to our faces, man, that's what I see it as. I'm just saying he's doing it on dangerous streets, man. And what could happen probably will happen eventually. You know, like I said, I think most of these are just skits played out, pre-played out. You know, hey, look, we're gonna do it like this, we're gonna do it like that, and it's like this and like that and like that, and that's what it is. But there can be a certain situation, man, where, you know, the vato's like, oh, watch out, look at this big old African, he's right there eating a chili dog. I'm gonna go over there and handle my business. Hey, do you got a crush on me? Dude's gonna be like, what you say about my mama? You'll be like, no, I just said you had a crush. Look, I'm trying to drink a crush. He's gonna be like, drink that, because that's the last motherfucking drink you're gonna drink. You ain't playing with me like that. People don't play nowadays. They don't even know how to spell that word. The only thing they play is Madden 2K, Holmes. And you know what I mean? Play up. Yeah, you know how that goes, right? Been doing that since the 80s. But that's the only thing motherfuckers do nowadays. Holmes. People ain't got time to play with you. They ain't got time to be on camera. They ain't got time to front. You know, people are out there trying to take motherfuckers' chains, motherfuckers' lives, and motherfuckers' wives. And not in that order. It's just an ugly situation. So I wanted to tell the people, you know, because a lot of people ask me questions about this guy. You know who he is? Gunner, have you ever met him? I have not met him. I don't know who he is. I enjoy his content. Like I said, support this man. He's another brown man doing a brown thing, right? And he's out there really getting it, Holmes. Is it a dangerous situation? Shit, that's a dangerous ass job right there. Just approaching these thugs, street thugs, mean mugs, and all kinds of shit, and trying to play them out of pocket. You know, there's some people that if you play out of pocket, Holmes, they don't give a fuck about no jokes. They take it as disrespect that you even approach them in that type of manner. You know, I've seen some situations that came that close, and I mean that close. That's it. To really, he was getting to get his cat peeled. That about to took off running like a motherfucker, and then he's like, damn, did you see that gun? That was a close one. Now, to what degree of close one, we'll never know, because like I said, we're not on the scene there filming shit, so we didn't know if it's real or real fake. But at the same time, a lot of it looked real to me, and it could get realer than that. So all I'm saying is, gente, do you think that fucking this guy's doing too much on the streets? Before the streets bite back, you know it's karma. You know how the streets play, man. They don't. They don't. They don't get, the streets have no mercy for no one. Judgment is right there on the street. The street bleeds blood, it wants blood, right? And that's just what it is. You know, anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to drop this quick jewel of the Nile one time for your mind. Orale. And just let everyone know that this guy right here is a righteous dude. Please tune into him and watch him. You'll catch him on your shorts. You know, you see him right there. He's like, you know what I mean? He ran up on Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue pulled out the old Western gun from fucking, Tombstone. You know what I mean? The one Sam Elliott was using, you know, in Mask. He pulled that one out, and that was all a skit. But at the same time, imagine if it wasn't, if he went into a righteous Southsider or Norteño neighborhood, talk about, hey, Holmes, I got a crush on you. They're going to crush this whole mascara. And that's facts. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. How can you think about what you're doing before you do it? If you're going to go into another auditor, Holmes, I'm not necessarily saying check in and do all this and do all that, Holmes. I'm saying get in and get the fuck out. And I'm also saying don't try to disrespect anyone or play anyone out of pocket, Holmes. Or next thing you know, they could be in your pocket. You're going to be like, no. And they're like, yeah. And then it's ugly. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, you're like, well, all I was trying to do is make a video. And they were like, we got one. You know what I mean? You want it? We'll dub it for you. Part 2. Anyways, with that being said, go out there and get your motherfucking issue, because the issue's there to be got. You know, if you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Heavy as the head that wears guns crown. Chicano clothing, shout out, respects. You already know I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the unity of all people. Trying to get a head up before we're fed up. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't with none of that bullshit. The gun. Bang, bang.